G'day everybody, it's Dave Long here again from the factory and Dave Long Custom Lures. Today we're going to be doing a freshwater bait. You've probably seen these about. This is one of my go-to deep divers for freshwater, and I find I just can't fault it. It's a great lure and seems to do the job in the freshwater. I haven't tried it in the salt water yet, but this is probably one of the most popular blanks that you'll ever see in the world, really, apart from the square bill C25s that I've shown you. But we'll do some more of those too. But this one here we're going to do in a Juvenile Bass #2 pattern, and yeah, I'm a little bit nervous, a little bit excited about this because I've just modified this pattern recently, and I haven't used it in the real world. But anyway, we'll give it a go. And first of all, I'll show you the paint we're going through. I've done an undercoat of white. We're going to put pearl white under the belly. Then we'll put sepia on the backbone and just bleed it down the side here. On this particular bait we'll come down as far as we can because it's a deep body. Then we're going to do some scales with silver, and then leave that scale mask on, and we're going to go and put some bars on it for the in black by the way, and that hopefully will give it a bit of definition on the side there. And these baits normally take 6 or 7 eye. So anyway, we'll get that all done and sit back and get a cup of coffee or whatever, and we'll get into it. Alright, so the first thing I'll do is the pearl white. I've already mixed this one, by the way, so I'm just going to use it. Here we go. Just put that in the chamber. It's a little bit thick, but it's not too bad. Anyway, we'll just go over the bottom here with the pearl white. I like the pearl white. It's got just a little bit of a blob there. Let's try that again. I'll just heat that up first and dry it. Yeah, the pearl white just gives that marine look about the baits. And puts a bit of bling to them. This is, you know, I mean, this bait's going to be a dark type of lure, but I've softened it up again with the white and the silver to just let it stand out. Great bait, I reckon, for dark chocolate water, you know, the brownie water, because it'll just sort of pop out a little bit better. We'll just clean that out. Okay, so I'll just dry that off. Okay, so the next colour we're going to put on is the sepia. I don't know if you're aware of sepia. Sepia is a great colour. It's a browny, greeny colour, and I use it a lot on, especially the freshwater baits, but on salt water too. But it's just that natural colour that comes out on particular baits and fish species around Australia anyway. Alright, so put a bit of this on the back, and the I don't want to put it on thick if I can, so I'll just mix a little bit of this with sepia, with 4011, which is the reducer. Just put a couple of drops of that in, and that'll thin it out a bit. I just want to put a light coating over the back, and down the sides there. I'll just mix that up. Yeah, it's another good day. We're getting a couple of showers today, and it's not too bad. At least the sun's out, which is good. I think we've had enough rain for a while. If you're watching locally here, you probably understand what I'm saying. Alright, here we go. Alright, so we'll just go over the back first. That's good. Yeah, that's nice. That's better. Not too dark. I'll just dry that off. We'll go over the backbone again. You know, so if you, I'll just mention this again, if you see the darker areas pop up on the first coat, that's nothing to worry about really. Once I go over that with the second coat, that'll mellow out a bit. Or you could leave that for an effect if you wanted to, you know. Might just go around the nose there a bit, that's it. Yeah, this is a great bait. I've caught some really nice fish in these. No effort at all really. I just find that the fish are attracted to, especially salt water, attracted to the fat looking morsels that you present to them. I think it's because they are very competitive in the impoundments and so forth, like dams and rivers, and then if they see something like this, they think, well, that's a good feed, you know. Anyway, I'll clean that out. better. All right, so I'll just try that off. Okay, so that's good. That sepia is okay. It's bled down a fair way down the sides there. That's good. So the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to put a scale mask on. Now I'm sort of doing something a little bit different here. I'm actually putting this big fella on like that, and this is just a netting or off a bag for onions. But I find it's great. It just gives you that, it's very stretchy, soft. It won't scratch the paintwork underneath as much, but it just gives it that nice like honeycomb type of effect for scales. Alright, so we'll just try that. Now what I do here, I get some clamps. I should have got before. I might get 3 of those. Like that. I just use bulldogs. I'll take that out to do this. Okay. I hope I'm still in the view for you guys. You can still see that. There we go. We'll get that. I'm not putting it on overly tight. It's just on and tight enough so it's touching the surface, because you don't want any paint run underneath. There we go. I think that's right. This is how they used to do it in the older years ago. This is how I was taught, just through self-learning. Just tighten that up a bit. It's a bit, there we go. A bit fiddly, but it's okay. We'll get there. I might just roll it up that way. That's a bit better. I'll put another clamp on that. And there we got the nose there, the head. We're not going to go over the head as much. Well, I don't want to anyway. We'll just see what happens there, but I'll just tighten up that bit with another clamp. I might have to get another clamp actually. That's not really... I'll try it that way. Good exercise for your fingers, these bulldogs. Anyway, that's not too bad. So what we've got there now, I'll get the sponge so you can, there. So I've just put those on with a certain amount of tension, so that netting is, it's not going to be too tight on the bait, but it's going to just keep it flat or flush hard against the surface. So when we put the paint on, it will not run underneath the stencil or the netting, which would make a bit of a mess. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. we're going to put that down there like that. Now I'm going to go over that with silver. Alright, so I'll have to get the silver going. Let's just clean out some of these. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying these videos. I'm enjoying doing them. By the way, this Bass number 2, I haven't tried yet, but I know the Bass number 1, which I'll do later on for you, it's a cracker. I've had lures just sitting on the water and getting hit hard with the Bass number 1. I just couldn't believe it. I'd stop and have a break, and I'd leave a bait out, just sitting there on the water, and it's gone, bang. And so something was actually following it, and just saw it on the surface, paused, took the bait, and it was a large catfish. It was about that big, and I've caught bass on them too, so just couldn't believe it. I just love this happy. Anyway, that gets me excited. We'll put some silver on that, eh? I might mix the silver. This silver is a little bit deceptive. It looks a bit thick coming out, a bit thin coming out, or a bit loose, as they say, but it's not really. It needs reducing, that's the word. I'll just put a couple of drops in there, not too much. That's the way. Because it's a metallic paint, it's not working with me at the moment. Anyway, we'll just give that a go, and we're going to go excuse me, over the top there, and just down to where the belly sort of starts underneath there, okay, but most of the side. Yeah, that's still a bit thick. Yeah, I might have to turn that up. It's not coming out too well. I might just have to thin that down a bit more. This happens with just one of those things with airbrushing. You just got to get it right for the good coverage. We'll get there. That looks really loose now. It should work. We'll give it a go. Bit better. Okay, we'll just try that. Oh yeah. I might just try that off. It's there, but it's not defined like I'd like it to be. I'll give that another hit. I'll hold it this time. Okay, that's good. Now we'll go over to the other side. Like that. It's going to look pretty good actually. This one. Might just dry that off. Give it another go. That's good. I just don't like leaving my fingers there too long, it gets burnt. Anyway, we're going to leave that on now, and we're going to put another mask on, a scale mask. I'll just, not a scale mask, a bar mask. I'll just clean it out a bit. Just noticed I've got paint on the kayak. Oh well. The kayak sort of backed into the shed here and it's right behind me. There we go. Just a little splash of paint on it. It'll be alright, I'll fix that up. Okay, so we're going to try the black now. We've got the silver scales on. I'm going to try the black. Now, I'm leaving that scale mask on for a reason. We'll just see if we can get more. I'll get a bit of effect out of it. What I'm going to do here is put some more black in, I think. Try some more black. There, it's black. Yeah. Sometimes I've picked up the wrong paint, you know, and it's so annoying. And you start putting it in and think, oh, that's not the colour I wanted. Anyway, that's me. That's my life. I do things like that, especially as I get older. There we go. That's black. That's good. I'm just going to put this in the gun. There. All done. Now I'll get this mixed. I don't want to put this on too thick. Just get this right before we get started. That's not too bad. Okay, now this is the look at this old mask. I mean, the stencil. I've had this for years, and sometimes I just can't get the paint off some of it. You know, that's how old it is. But we're going to be using this one here. That's my go-to bass bar work. It just shows up a little bit different. It's got a long style to it with a bit of jagged edge, and I like it, you know, just something different. But on this particular lure, it seems to be a little bit big, so we're going to have to be careful how we do this. But I want to do it so there we go. I just have to play around with this a bit. There we go. And I just want to do the edges if possible. Okay, I hope that comes up alright. Yeah, that's not too bad. So that's come up. That's all I'll do for the bar work on that side. I'll just dry that off. That's good. That's good. And we'll just swing it over. And do the same on this side. I might just wipe down that stencil. We'll see if we can do the same on this side. What I might do, I might mark that just so I know which. I'll just mark the top. I've done this before with you guys. I get that right. There. That's good. And I can see that now. To line that up will be a lot easier. That maybe that. That's better. And I'll just come in up a little bit. It's only a little, it's not a big bait, this thing. It's 100 mil. That's with the bib. And yeah, it's a bit of finger work to get it all right. Anyway, we persevere. I think we have a problem. That's better. Just a bit of dry tip. We'll line that up again. That's it. There we go. So we've got that bar work there pretty well lined up. Now I'll take that, I'll dry that off first. And take this scale mask off. I'll just get this out of the way. There we go. And yeah, a bit excited about this one. It's not finished yet, but we're getting there. Alright, just take that off. Yeah, it's not too bad. Sort of breaks up the side there a bit. That's good. It's not too bad. Okay, so now I'll put it on the helping hands. We'll do the eyes. Hope we've got enough black. Yeah. That's it. Swing it around. Okay, and then we're going to do the back. With black. There we go. Alright, and the nose, I'll do a bit on the nose. That's it. Not too much. Beautiful. Alright. Okay, we'll dry that off. We'll just clean this out too. Clean that out. It's a bit the black, you know, the black really, it's hard to clean sometimes. Yeah, I don't mind, eh? It's not a bad pattern, that one. Okay, that's good. Alright, back to the bait. Now, I'll just dry that off. Now, you could use any particular scale pattern you'd like on that. I mean, I use the big one just to try it out. You could use a smaller scale pattern to make it more defined to the size of the bait. But I just wanted to see how that bar work would work over that pattern. And once that's UVLS or epoxy, it'll pop out, you know. But that's what we'll do now is I'll actually put some UVLS on it, and there we go. Yeah, we're getting visitors today, and I'm just keeping an eye on the time. Alright, so we'll give this a good hit, I think. I'll take this blue tape off it. Get that off. I don't need that anymore, really. don't like painting the bibs. It's just a personal preference. Okay, that's better. And we'll put some big eyes on that too soon. Okay, now we'll use the LS. I've got that in. Just reduce that a bit. Might need a bit more than that. No, just try that. Yeah, so if you're enjoying these videos on YouTube, just like and subscribe. It's all helpful for me to keep the show on the road. And we've got a lot more to go through yet, a lot more lures, a lot more patterns. It's unlimited really when you think about it, it's just up to your imagination. And we're seeing some really good stuff being done in cottage backyards at the moment. I'm really impressed. Alright, we'll give this a UVLS. That's it. They're popping already. Those scales are popping. There's so many variations you could do with this too, this pattern, different colours. It's quite an easy one to do if you're starting off. Gives you good practice on stencil work, for scales. And it's only really, what, 1, 2, 4 colours. So, you know. That's good. We'll just let that dry a bit. Okay, that's good. That's popped already, you know. Let's have a look at the outside. Yeah, look at that. You know, it's really come out. If you can see that. I hope you can see that. I'll just put it over there. What I'll do one day too, I'll get them all finished, and then I'll put them out and show you through them in the real light, as that's where you fish out in sunlight, and that'll give you a better idea of the colours and the colour shifts and all those different angles of the boats, and we'll go through that with you periodically, just so you get a better view and better idea of what you guys can do. You know, I mean, I can make these any day, but you guys, if you want to get out there and make your own and, oh man, catch fish on them, it's just the biggest buzz, you know. So let's clean that out a bit more, because UVLS, it's pretty grueling on the old airbrushes. That's it. I might dry that off a bit too with the airbrush, just using air. And if you're watching from overseas again, this would be a great bait, something to toss around your river systems there and your lakes. I like this one, but this is probably one of the first ones I've ever done. Well, not this one, but the Juvenile Bass #1, which I'll show you how I did that. It's a great bait, and I can't see why this won't work as well. It's just a little bit different. There we go, that helps a bit. Okay, so we'll get some eyes. Now I'm looking at. I know that this. You can see that those eyes are pretty big, so I know that there are 6 or 7. So just I've experience with these. I could go a 7. I might try a 6. Where are the 6s? Here we are. Gee, I need some more eyes. I like to have a variety of eyes because it just helps with your creativity. Yeah, but I'm sort of restricted to what's online and so forth for these. Okay, we're going to look at a silver eye there. Yeah, it's a big pupil, it's a big black one, but I'll have to get some different silver eyes, different types. You get some really good ones nowadays. Just got to get motivated and order them, I suppose. Okay, silver eyes. I tried to be delicate there, but it didn't work. We'll put those on. I always glue them on. And I need that. There we go. Put the first one on. That's come up alright. It's sort of got the scaly look about it. Might be a bit too much glue there. Anyway, we'll see. Yeah, a bit too much glue there, but that's alright. Okay, we'll try the other side. That's coming out a bit fast. Anyway. Oh, that's better. Alright, there's the eyes, and yeah, it really pops out, doesn't it? But once we've got another coat of epoxy on it, I'll tell you what, it's going to be a stunner, I think. And they work so well. Sometimes I don't want to use them. It takes the challenge out of fishing. But anyway, that's it. I hope you've enjoyed that. That's one of my favourites, and if you can get that going, I guarantee you'll be having a ball. Anyway, that's the Juvenile Bass #2. And yeah, like I said before, if you're into these videos, just hit like and subscribe, and yeah, we'll do some more. Okay, we'll catch you later. Bye.